Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Selkie Naturals. I'm Allie, and it's first thing in the morning, and all I am going to be doing this morning with you is using the Great Big C mask. Of course, it's backwards because I haven't got a camera that's reversed, and hopefully we'll work on that shortly. The Great Big C mask or scrub can be used as a scrub as well, is the vitamin C mask. And it is for all skin types. And it's how I start most days. My morning routine, I don't actually use a soap. I don't wash my face with a cleanser of any kind. Basically, what I do when I first wake up in the morning is I go and I splash my face with some warm water to open up my pores a little bit. And then I make my Great Big C mask. Usually just using tap water. Now you can use honey, which is really great antibacterial, antimicrobial. You can use a natural floral water if you like, or you can use plain full-fat yogurt. Very, very nourishing for the skin as well to mix some in. So we'll just get started with that. So basically what I do is I take a little half. This looks bigger on camera, but it's actually only a half teaspoon. And I take about that much. So it's a slightly heaping half teaspoon. And I place it in my little glass bowl here. And I've got some water, just some regular tap water. And I'm just adding it at about a half teaspoon at a time. So there's a full teaspoon of water. I'm just mixing it up, and as you can see, it's still really sticky, sticking to my spoon. And we're going to add some more water until I get a consistency that I can work with. And it's still a little thick. Just going to add a bit more water. There we go. That's perfect. So I don't know if you can see that, but because a lot of the ingredients in this are actually food, and I'll go over those ingredients after I've applied the mask and talk a little bit about what they're doing. It does have a little bit of a batter look to it, which is normal. Okay, so this is the consistency approximately for the mask. And I'm going to go ahead and start applying it on my face. And make sure that you do this over the sink rather than over your computer like I'm doing and making a huge mess. And everywhere on your skin. Now, I am going to be taking this off in the shower, so rather than just splashing my face over the sink. So as you can see, it's quite lumpy and grainy, and that's all very normal, and that's why it's better to apply with your fingertips rather than a brush, this particular mask. The other masks I have, I prefer a brush. Now, because I'm taking this off in the shower rather than over the sink, I'm actually going to apply this very lightly to both my upper and lower eyelids. And I'll explain that in a little bit. It's perfectly safe. Especially if you're used to using products that have vitamin C in them, and then you know that sometimes there is a tingle. If you're not used to using products with vitamin C, this one does have vitamin C powder or L-Ascorbic acid powder. So if you're not used to vitamin C at all, you might feel a tingle and you might want to avoid your eye area for the first few times until you get used to it. And it is really quite simple in terms of just building up a natural tolerance, because there isn't a large percentage of vitamin C powder in here. Most of the vitamin C is actually coming from the natural ingredients, which we're going to discuss right now, that my face is covered in what looks like a kind of oatmeal type paste. Okay, so the first ingredient on our list is coconut flour, which is very high in vitamin C. And that's part of the reason why I chose it. It has some naturally occurring citric acid, which helps in lightening the skin. Now, before anybody gets really upset about lightening the skin, many people in many cultures liked to have lighter skin, which is why this evolved. The reason I suggest we use it is for people who have redness in the skin, acne scars, for instance, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, anything like that is going to help soothe and relax and lighten those scarred or hyperpigmented areas, melasma type areas. So that's what I mean by skin lightening, not that I expect everybody to suddenly become whiter. The other thing that it does is it helps to remove skin debris. So I don't even have to scrub it. I don't have to do anything. I'm just letting it dry here. And one of the things I forgot to mention is please remember to use the rest of it on the backs of your hands. It's amazing for the backs of your hands because the backs of your hands can get sun damage. They can start to age really badly. So while you may actually be doing some great things for your face, if you forget your hands can age you very, very quickly. They can determine what your age is. And since I've been using this on my hands almost daily, even my nails have been growing better. So it's a fabulous. Oh, here comes my kitten. Sorry if she's going to be pressing on some keys here. She's about 8 weeks old, so we'll try to show her off here. This is little Maudie. There we go. Okay, Maudie. Off she goes. So yes, always remember to do your hands, especially with the great big C. This is fabulous for the backs of your hands as well as your face. And if you want to, you can extend it down your neck and onto your décolletage or your chest area. Fabulous for that. Now, what I usually do while I've got my mask on is I rinse it off my fingertips here, leaving it on the backs of my hands, and then I go about the rest of my morning making coffee, making the bed, doing other things, maybe 20, 30 minutes, but you can leave it on for as long as you like. It's not going to dry out your skin. It's just going to get crumbly. So you might leave little crumbs of dried mask everywhere you go. So just watch out for that. So going back to the ingredients, the next ingredient is rice flour, which is also anti-aging as well as oil absorbing. So once again, these ingredients have all been chosen to be very, very universal. So they can be used by people with oily skin, normal skin, anti-aging skin, so more mature, but it's also quite good for sensitive skin. So the rice flour is anti-inflammatory. It has been used by Asian women for centuries to help, once again, with the skin lightening and whitening and brightening. It's really about skin brightening at this stage. And it's great for dark circles. That's why I put it on my eyelids. And the other thing I do is because of my history, which if you have watched my previous video, you know that I have a cancer history. I have gluten sensitivity now, and I have an intolerance to over salt, and it destroyed my thyroid. So I often wake up with really puffy eyes if I haven't been careful about the gluten or the dairy or too much salt. And what I find by putting it around my eyes is this actually absorbs that excess puff or water. So it helps not only with the dark circles, but it helps to reduce puffiness around my eyes. Next ingredient in the mask is Kaolin Clay. Which, as with all clays, they're pore cleansing and detoxifying. But it's also a really soothing clay, so it's great for more sensitive skins. Once again, we're trying to cover the universal for all skin types here, and Kaolin Clay is excellent for all of that. It helps also with red, irritated, rashy type skin and reduces the redness. Oh, that big noise is my kitten just knocking over all the pens. She's busy. Next is the vitamin C powder, or L-Ascorbic acid, as you'll sometimes see. That really helps with collagen synthesis, so helps the skin to rebuild itself based on the collagen. Helps with photo damage, so sun damage on the skin is really helped by anything with vitamin C. So if you've got any sunspots, if you've got a little bit of burning or redness, this can really help, along with the Kaolin Clay. Cucumber peel extract, lots of minerals, tons of enzymes, natural silica. It's anti-inflammatory. It's also soothing, and cucumber extract given what cucumbers are made of, even though it's the powder, is extremely hydrating. So this is partially why this mask will not suck your skin dry. Cell rejuvenation and growth. Once again, we're working with everything to help really refresh the skin. And finally, strawberry powder extract, which is also incredibly high in vitamin C. Now, for those of you that are allergic to strawberries, I can also make it without the strawberry powder extract, and we can find something else. We can do a little substitution there to make it a little bit easier on your skin, or just remove it altogether. It helps with blemishes, acne scars, skin lightening, antioxidant, and anti-aging. So that's it for the vitamin C, the Great Big C mask. And once you put it on, if you'd like to use it as a scrub afterwards, once you've got it a little bit wet, you can do some gentle scrubbing like this. Never scrub here and here. Keep your eyes. You just want the water to pour away the mask right over here. You don't have to scrub that area. And little Maudie here is getting restless. She wants to get back to knocking things over. Yes, she does. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. If you have any other questions, or if you just wanted to make any comments, if you tried it yourself or used these types of ingredients, I will post a link to the Facebook page where you can see what I'm selling and what I'm making for everybody. And also I'll list the ingredients so you can do your own research and figure out what's going to work best for you. So thanks once again for joining me. Have a great day.